faithfully conveying value and interpreting great books worldwide. Hello, this is Sally's Book Talk. Hello, dear listeners of Sally's Book Talk. I'm Giwan Hao, editor-in-chief of Sally's Book Talk. It's time again for our weekend editor's recommendation. Let me start with a story. A 34-year-old American man named Mr. Smith was involved in a severe car accident. The rescue team did their utmost, performing a splenectomy. After 3 grueling weeks, they finally pulled him back from death's door. Ah, but the clinicians did nearly everything perfectly. But they overlooked one small detail, forgetting to vaccinate Mr. Smith. Why? Because the surgeon assumed the ICU doctor would do it. The ICU doctor thought the primary nurse would, and the nurse believed the surgeon already had. The spleen is crucial for immunity. Without it and vaccine protection, Mr. Smith became extremely vulnerable to infections. Sure enough, 2 years later, he contracted strep. He survived, but at what cost? The cost was amputation of all his fingers and toes. Such incidents aren't rare in the US. Why do seemingly minor medical errors persist despite advanced technology? This Monday, we'll interpret the book Better, A Surgeon's Notes on Performance. Subtitled From Compassionate Care to Pursuing Excellence, its author is Atul Gawande. At 27, he became Clinton's youngest advisor, later shaping Obama's healthcare reform. In 2010, Time named him the only doctor among its 100 most influential people. He's also a gifted writer. We previously featured his Being Mortal on this program. We often assume a doctor's competence comes mainly from knowledge and technical skill. But in this book, this young and globally influential doctor uses numerous cases to show us that knowledge and technology are just a small part of medicine. Even if you master advanced knowledge and exquisite skills, you might not achieve excellent treatment outcomes. There are many unquantifiable factors. For example, a doctor's ambition, diligence, and creativity can have a massive impact on their medical results. So, I believe after reading this book, we'll gain a new understanding of the medical profession. Then, next Tuesday, we'll interpret a business management book suitable for those in management and consulting industries. As a crucial thinking guide, this book is called The Strategy Process. Its subtitle is A Guide Through the Wilderness of Strategic Management. The author of this book is Henry Mintzberg, a management professor at McGill University in Canada. In 1973, he published The Nature of Managerial Work, which became a classic of the managerial roles school and established his leading position in management. Then, next Tuesday, we'll introduce The Strategy Process, which compiles his strategic thinking over 50 years. It guides our listeners from the basics to understand different strategic viewpoints and methods, helping us clarify strategic thinking. So next Tuesday, we'll talk about this book on strategy. Then, next Wednesday, the book we'll discuss is very famous. I believe many Sally's Book Talk users have probably heard of it. This is called The Sound and the Fury. We're all familiar with this author. He's the famous American writer William Faulkner. In 1949, the Swedish Academy awarded Faulkner the Nobel Prize in Literature. The citation was based on his powerful and artistically unparalleled contribution to contemporary American fiction. Actually, the story in The Sound and the Fury isn't complicated. The protagonist family in the novel is the Compsons, a prominent family in the American South. In this family, there are 3 sons and 1 daughter. The core of the novel revolves around the daughter, Caddy, who secretly dates a man and ends up pregnant. However, when Faulkner wrote this story, he didn't strictly follow the plot. He didn't even write directly about the protagonist, Caddy. Instead, he employed a lot of stream of consciousness techniques unfolding from the inner perspectives of the 3 sons. Simply put, the character's inner monologues he presents aren't rationally processed, lack cues like I think, and even the timeline is quite chaotic, all to capture They're genuine inner feelings at the moment. Well, The Sound and the Fury isn't an easy to understand novel, but it's absolutely a complete masterpiece. So some call it the novel of novels. And the famous French writer Camus once hailed Faulkner as the greatest writer in the world. If you've read The Sound and the Fury, I believe you'll understand Camus's admiration is no exaggeration. Then next Thursday, we'll interpret the book, The Sears Baby Book, everything you need to know about your baby from birth to age 2. Many Sally's Book Talk users are new parents, often facing worries like, when the baby cries, should you comfort them? If you hold your baby too much, will it spoil them? Should you co-sleep, etc.? Before age 3, you might encounter these parenting dilemmas, but how exactly do you solve them? Don't worry. Next Thursday's book, The Sears Baby Book, can help solve all these challenges. The main author is Dr. William Sears, a medical doctor, clinical professor of pediatrics at UC School of Medicine, member of the American Academy of Pediatrics, and America's most renowned parenting authority. He's written over 40 best-selling books on pregnancy and parenting. To find truly effective parenting methods, William and his wife spent 40 years compiling insights from thousands of parents, combined with raising their own 8 children, plus new ideas from recent decades, all culminating in the Sears Baby Book, a bestseller for over 20 years, still topping U.S. charts. Nearly every U.S. parent owns a copy. It's called the Parenting Bible. So, what exactly is attachment parenting? The author gives a direct answer. The best way for parents and baby to adapt and feel comfortable together is through attachment parenting. Then, this Friday, we'll interpret another parenting book called No More Yelling: How to Calmly Get Children to Cooperate with Parents. The author is also a famous American parenting educator and the founder of many family education radio hotline programs in the US. In this book, author Rona Renner summarizes years of parenting experience, combining her own journey raising 4 children, and selects numerous typical cases to help parents stop yelling and restore peace to the family. Then, this Saturday, the book we'll interpret is called Career Self-Growth. Many of our working friends might face questions like, is my current job the best fit for me? How can I make my work more enjoyable? And how do I find a job I truly want to do? All these questions can be answered in this book. The author of this book is Hidekatsu Watanabe, a highly successful career planner in Japan who has helped thousands find their ideal careers. As a result, he was named Japan's top job consultant for 5 consecutive years and won the national headhunting competition. So hearing his resume, we definitely find him fascinating. He's surely met many newcomers and successful professionals in the workplace. So Hidekatsu Watanabe believes that the key to excelling at work and reaching life's peak lies in good career planning. In this book, the author introduces numerous career planning techniques. Once you master these techniques, they'll help you chart a more perfect career path, giving you an edge in the workplace. So, these are the 6 key books we'll interpret next week. We hope all Sally's Book Talk listeners will enjoy them.